everybody. All right, so let's get started, right? Oh, it's not gonna. Can you see me okay? Push that down a little bit. That should work. All right, I'll wait a little bit for everyone to get on. I'll have the group chat going in front of me as well, just in case anybody has any questions. I'll just put, and we are live. Just click on the above link. Okay. All right. I'm not going to turn my volume off, so I hate to have the dinging going on. But if people aren't able to sign in and can't leave comments here on YouTube, I want to be able to have the comments up so that way I can see any comments here. So don't mind the dinging. If you are on, oh, it said 2. Now it says 1. Just say hey. Just let me know that you're on. Put a little, just say hi. Let me know that you're here. We'll wait a little bit for people to get on until we get, and then we'll get started officially. Let me see here. And then that way, if anybody's having trouble getting on, I can't see. Do you see these little circles in my glasses? Want to see how awful? Like it can make it even worse, like these. Look at that. I hate that. I have the little light that I have here for better lighting, right? And when you have glasses on, all you could see is the reflection of the circles. It drives me crazy. And I probably should not have told you that because now all you're going to be looking for are the circles that are in my glasses. So, all right. It's showing me 3 people are on. Can you guys leave a comment? Just letting me know. I want to make sure the comments are working. If you can't leave a comment, it might be because you're not signed into your Google account, your YouTube account. And that's okay. If you aren't signed into your account or you don't have a YouTube account, any questions or any comments, just leave them in the group chat and I'll be able to answer them right from there as well. You can hear me answering it live while you're asking the question there. But if everyone can just, hopefully someone's driving. If you are hearing me, right, and you aren't signed in where you can leave a comment here, just drop a comment in the group chat to let me know that you are here and that you guys can hear me. Because as much as we love technology, it sometimes gets the best of all of us and doesn't work. So I always like to make sure we're working before we get going. All right. Okay, all right. If you guys can't hear me at all, leave that in the chat. Can you guys not hear me at all? Is that why nobody's responding? Let me see. Are you able to hear me? Donna, you say you cannot hear me. Okay. Oh, my microphone is. Now I'm on. Let me see that. Did that work? Can you make sure your volume is up? Actually, so yes, your volume is up. Well, then you would hear me because you wouldn't have been able. All right. Well, you must be able to hear me because you couldn't have heard me ask, can you hear me? And answer yes. Okay. Device. So Donna, can you hear me? I just want to make sure. Because all of my connections are on, but if 3 people can't hear me, that leaves me wondering. Oh, you can hear me now. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Pete. All right. I was not gonna lie, I was getting a little sweaty, wondering all of my stuff was on. Okay. But even it was on before. So how odd that you couldn't even hear me then. Maybe the volume was down. Okay. So why don't we get started then, since we know we are good. All right. So first of all, thank you all for joining Donna's party. This has been an amazing time getting to know some of you. I know we had some of you send me some private messages, and I've been able to chat and see where you are with things. Some of you I haven't heard from. It's totally fine. I don't have to hear from you, but it was a pleasure kind of meeting you. I hope you've been able to really kind of get a little bit more about what Norwex is and how Norwex can help you. And what I'm really going to do tonight is really just take a few minutes of your time. I'm going to do 2 quick demos and then take questions and answers. So just so you know, again, my name is Michelle Hoff. I have been selling Norwex for 2.5 years. It has been the most amazing journey of my entire life, which is kind of funny. I was a high school English teacher. My husband and I owned a 24-hour business. I started selling Norwex because I just wanted my mop for free. I ended up all my friends kind of used Norwex for years, and I told them they were all going to die because I was the biggest Norwex skeptic, thinking there's no way you can take a wet cloth and clean chicken goo off a counter. And if you did not have a chance to watch me clean raw chicken with the Enviro cloth, watch it. It's what sold me on Norwex, that I'm like, okay, now I need to have all of this, and I need to have my mop. I want my mop for free. Which you can easily earn your mop for free. I would be happy to sell you your mop. Everyone wants the mop. You can host a party where you can either earn it for free or even a really reduced rate, or you can join my team as a consultant and you can earn it for free. And it's super easy to be a consultant. I'll tell you about that in a second. But anyway, all I did was want to earn my mop for free. So I had my own launch party. I earned my mop within, well, really 1.5 parties. I earned it. But then I had people book parties off of them and book and book and book. And next thing you know, I was super excited to be able to share not only the cleaning quickly with Norwex, because I was at a point in my life where I was going to hire a cleaning lady because I just had no time anymore to clean. But Norwex cut my cleaning time down by 75%. And I'm like, everybody in my life needs to know about this. And it wasn't until I started selling Norwex until I then started learning about I'm just making sure there's no comments. Learning about the chemicals in our cleaning products and things like that, and how we are literally killing ourselves. Over 80,000 chemicals have been created in the last 50 years. 80,000. And if you take a look at the end of day 1, I put those bad news statistics. Read through those. It's incredible to realize what we've been doing to ourselves. And we wonder why we're all having these autoimmune diseases, cancers, allergies, all of these things. Ladies, it's all from our cleaning products. It is just, my grandmother died of lung cancer, and she never was around smoke a day in her life. She never smoked. There was no radon in her home, but she kept an immaculately clean home, and the doctors traced it back to inhaling all those cleaning products. Did you know that by spending 5 minutes in where you're like a spray inhaling cleaning products is equivalent to 7 packs of cigarettes smoking a day, damage to your lungs? That's crazy. Nobody tells us this. Anyway, so I was on a mission, and then my mission just got bigger. So if you're interested in selling Norwex, let me know. I can send you information. I'm not pushy. I don't like say, hey, you got to join now. But joining my team, we are an amazing family. I have 65 people underneath me, and we have a blast. I train you on everything. You get 35% off as a discount on anything, or you can use that as your commission. So if you want to sell and earn extra money, my husband came home one day and it's like, I paid off the car. I'm like, what do you mean you paid off my car? He's like, oh, I took your Norwex money, I paid off the car. I'm like, that's pretty amazing. And so you could do Norwex small time, part time, big time, full time, however you want to do it. You can even just be a casual consultant where you do it as a discount for yourself. So anyway, that's what. So let me know if you want to do that. And let me know if you want to book a party off of Donna, because Donna is going to earn a ton of stuff just by you booking a party off of her. So we'll talk about that in a sec as well. All right, so let's talk about the Enviro cloth, right? Take a watch. If you didn't have a chance to watch the video about the Safe Haven and all about the Enviro and all that, take a watch, because that is what's going to teach you all about our Norwex and what it really means to clean with just a cloth and water. I do want to spend a second on the Enviro cloth just to talk about its amazingness. So this one cloth, with just this one cloth and water, you can clean 95% of your home. That means think about all the cleaning products that are underneath your bathroom sink, your kitchen cabinets, anything, all those cleaning products, from disinfecting wipes to tub and tile cleaner to all-purpose cleaner to window cleaner, all of that gone. Even paper towels, believe it or not. So anyway, so this one cloth replaces all of that. Now, how does it work? Our microfiber, it actually removes the bacteria. So you're actually picking up, it's mechanically cleaning, picking up all the bacteria and getting rid of it. We're not taking a chemical and putting it on top, killing something and letting it sit there that eventually then will wipe away. And let's face it, we don't ever really wash it away after we use a chemical. The chemicals still stay on there with the dead germ or whatever that's there. If you didn't have a chance to watch the disinfecting wipe video of this versus a disinfecting wipe, go back and watch that. It's going to blow your mind away. Everything we always thought we were doing of cleaning, well, we weren't. And the black light shows that too. So anyway, so our microfiber picks up. We mechanically clean and we remove things. In order for anything to be considered microfiber in the United States, it has to be 1/6 of a human hair, which means if you give yourself 6 split ends on one hair, that's how fine microfiber has to be in the United States to be considered microfiber. But Norwex says that's not good enough. Norwex says it wants 1/200 of human hair. So you take your hair and you give yourself 200 split ends. That's how fine our microfiber is. And it's not just that, but it's woven together in a star-like patterns, kind of like this. So that way, when you're using it flat across any surface, the star-like pattern goes to work and it traps everything that you're picking up and holds on to it. And it does not release it until you say to let it go. So if you remember my chicken demo where I cleaned the raw chicken and then we took the Enviro cloth and we went from one plate to the next to see did it transfer, it didn't because that traps it right in there. But the other beautiful thing about our microfiber is that woven into each of those fibers is liquid silver, and we call it our backlock. So what that is, if you ever hear of silver, silver is a natural antimicrobial, which means bacteria cannot actually form on the surface of silver. If you think about it, when we talk about someone who's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, it's because they're rich, and it's because back in the day with plagues and diseases and germs were abounding, rich people would only feed themselves and their whole family off of pure silverware because bacteria can't form on silver. So anyways, that's where the term came from. Little trivia trick for you. Anyway, so with the silver that's woven into our microfiber, the silver doesn't do anything for disinfecting a surface or anything like that. But what it does is once you have picked up your stuff, like let's say you're cleaning the raw chicken, you're washing your toilet, you're cleaning your floor, anything, right? You're picking it up. What you do then is you get it under hot water and you're going to give it a par wash. PAR stands for press, agitate, and rub. So under the hot water, you're going to take it corner to corner and you're going to press, agitate, and rub on both sides of the cloth. All right. In that process, the hot water is going to open up the cloth and the pressing, agitating, and rubbing is going to get rid of all the stuff down your drain. Then you're going to give this a good heck of a wring. So I always say you're going to fold it in half again, fold it against itself and wring that baby out. Then you're going to take it by its tag, if I can find the tag here, and you're going to hang it to dry. While the cloth is drying is when the backlock goes to town. Your cloth is going to self-purify because again, with the silver in there, if you think about it, if you ever have like your kitchen washcloth or your towel and after a couple of days, they start to smell, that's bacteria buildup. That's what that is. You got to throw them in the laundry room. This won't have that because the natural antimicrobial actually releases, self-purifies the cloth so the bacteria cannot form on it. All right. So here's the demo I want to do with this. What I'm going to do is I have a mirror here. Okay. You see the mirror and you see I have some like smudges on it already, but I'm going to do a little bit one better than that. I'm going to, that's a great angle. Who needs to see my chin? I have butter. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this gross butter and I'm going to put it on this mirror. So I'm actually going to write 84K. All right. So can you see it like that? Yeah, that's a good angle. I'll go back to that in a second. So 84,000 chemicals have been created in our world in the past 50 years. So if you think about this butter, it's kind of like the awful fingerprints that our kids or family members or whomever leave all over. It's worse than like our dog, our print that they like to leave us, pets of any sort. And so it's kind of like, it's worse than that. Super, super greasy. And if you were to take a paper towel and the window cleaner or something like that, you're going to be here forever getting rid of this. And I'm actually going to really even spread this all over. So you see how gross that is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Enviro cloth, and you always want to use your Enviro cloth flat. And I always say it has 8 working sides. So I fold it in a square like this, and you can just keep flipping, all that till you get your 8 sides. And watch what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. It's already wet. I already have it with water. And I'm just going to real quick wipe that. So you can see it looks blurry because it's wet. And what I'm going to do then, excuse me, is now I'm going to take my window cloth. I'm going to talk about the beauty of this in a second. And I'm going to take the window cloth and I'm going to dry it. So you use your Enviro cloth wet to wash, and then you use your window cloth dry to give it, look at this, a streak-free, lint-free shine. Look at that. Now think about how long that would take you with butter and with window cleaner and paper towels. So let's take a step back now. And this Enviro cloth here, you will use again to clean 95% of your house wet from the countertops to the floor, to the toilet, to the sink, to all of that. Also, you're going to use it wet to clean your mirrors, your windows, your stainless steel, or any kind of glass. But when you're washing your stainless steel, your windows, your mirror, or your glass, and you wash it with the Enviro, you're then going to come along with the pretty little window cloth, and this is where you're going to dry it, as you saw me do with that. What the window cloth does is it gives it that lint-free, streak-free shine so that your mirrors and your windows and all that don't have any of that nonsense on there, and it stays cleaner longer, because here's a secret. In the window cleaners, they actually attract dust and grime, so they get dirty faster, so you have to use them more. You're not going to have to with this. So the whole party, we talked about the Safe Haven 5 set, and these are two of the products in the Safe Haven 5 set. They also are sold as a household or as a basic package of the Enviro and the window, and there's two sets of colors that you can choose from with these two. All right, so those are the two. That's the first demo I wanted to show you. The second demo I'm going to show you is with our dusting mitt. And now with these, if you do the Enviro, the window, and the dusting mitt, this is our household package, okay? But I do recommend always getting the Safe Haven 5 if you're starting out, because not only do you have the laundry detergent to properly take care of your Norwex, which I did that post about that before, so make sure you watch that, but you also get the cleaning paste, which, let's face it, that's like it's elbow grease in a jar. It's a miracle worker. You need the cleaning paste for anything. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this plate and I'm going to show you how the dusting mitts work. Now, how many of you dust and the dust goes to the floor, right? And then you're like, okay, and I got to vacuum. So you vacuum up the dust. And what does the vacuum do? It emits the dust right back up. And really, you're just brushing the dust all over. With Norwex, you're not brushing the dust anywhere. You're getting rid of the dust, because dust mites, you have no idea what lives in dust mites. I have a high allergy to dust mites, but even if you don't, the dead skin cells, the dust mites themselves, they're living, breathing beings. We don't want them in our house. We want to get rid of them, okay? So the dusting mitt, I always have two dusting mitts. I put them both on my hand and I go to town. How you use your dusting mitts is they work on a static charge. If you have the two, you can just rub them both against each other. If you have the one, you just take it and you rub it against itself. We also have the rubber brush. Oh, let me grab it. Oh, it's right here. I already took it out. We also sell our rubber brush. That's amazing, not only for when you're done to brush the nonsense right in the garbage, or you can just brush it off with your hand, but it also works as a great thing to give it the static charge, okay? So to show you how the dust actually picks up as opposed to just brushes around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take black pepper, because it's a lot easier to see than dust, right? And I'm going to sprinkle it on the plate. So you're going to see this in a second. Okay. Oof. That's, I'm going to start coughing again. Can you see? Let me see if I can bring this down, actually. Let me see if this works. Can you see the pepper? I'm not able to see it as clearly. Can you guys see the pepper on there? Give me a yay or nay. And if you can't comment here, I'm going to look on here. All right. I'm going to, I don't know why it's not showing now. Let me see. Get rid of the light. Okay. Is that better? Let me see if I can do this. I normally have my other camera, but the mic isn't working in my other camera, so I'm kind of messing around with this one. All right, so hopefully you can see that. It's just my angle, I can't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take, go up down there. I'm going to take the dusting mitt, and I'm just going to wipe. And you see I didn't brush anywhere off. There's the plate, right? So no more pepper on that. All the pepper is right on here. So again, the beauty of the dusting mitt is that you do not have to worry about getting the dust down and up everywhere again. It literally removes it and holds it onto there. I also just used this when I cut my son's hair to get all the hair off the back of his neck. It was amazing. The other beautiful thing you can use this with, if you are cleaning your window screens, you get this baby wet, and then you just take it on your window screens. No more taking your screens out, hosing them down, soap and water, hosing them back, putting them back up. Nope, you just stand on the inside of your house with this wet, and you just clean your screens, and it is amazing. You can see how black this one is. This is my screen one. Okay, so those are the two demos, the two things I really wanted to show you that aren't in the videos that I sent over in the party. So I want to open it up for questions now. Now is your time for a Q&A. You let me know what questions you have. Let me know. I know there's a lot of you who've used Norwex before, so I want to know, what do you want to know about? There are so many products that I can show you that I want to know, you just let me know what you want to see. I'd love to show you the whole catalog. We just never have time for that, right? So I'll wait for people to ask questions. While I'm waiting, I will let you know a couple of things. One, later tonight, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. We'll have to double check. I am going to talk about our body cloth. So Norwex not only cleans your house, but it also cleans your body from your head to your hiney. And I'm going to I have a post about that. I have not used soap on my body since August of 2018. And I have not used anything on my hair. Shampoo, conditioner, root lifter, volumizing gel, styling gel, hairspray is what I used to use. Nothing on my hair since October of 2018. Just the body cloth and water. That's it. So no soap, no any of that. So I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm going to post the link to Donna's party. So that way you'll have, you'll know how to order, things like that. That'll be coming tomorrow, along with some packages and money-saving ideas and things like that. So there are a few more posts I'm going to do to wrap things up, but the education piece is done. Unless you have questions and want to see other things, please consider booking a party for Donna, because you're going to help her out tremendously. I will do a post later on that talks about how much a host can earn. Norwex is super generous to their host. It is by far the most generous direct sales company out there, and there's so much they can earn. So you not only will be helping Donna, but you will earn a bunch of stuff yourself. And I see people are dropping off, so I guess there's no questions. If you need anything else, let me know. I'll be glad to answer your questions, and it was a pleasure meeting you all and having this time with you. All right, bye-bye.